Greetings everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm gonna make a different video here. It's something that's from a different franchise, from a different game. It's called Marvel Rivals. Yeah, this game. You know, it's a game I've been playing basically for the past a year and a couple of months. I've been playing that game for that. And I think the game is pretty decent. It's not the best game in the world, but it's a pretty good and decent game. And it's an alright game. It's not the best, it's not the worst. It's an alright game, and in today's current state, it's been doing alright. But there's some things about this game that I feel like has been a problem and an issue, and I'll address these problems and issues and what they should do. So let's get started with this one. The first problem I have with this game is that overcrowded one role, but less than the other two roles. Now, in this game, there's about 3 roles: tank, which is vanguards; duelist, which is DPS; and strategist, which is basically the healers. Why does about 85% to 80% of your roster are DPS? Because if you look at the roster right now, there are a lot of DPS, there's way more DPS than the healer and strategist combined. It is, I believe in my own opinion, is insane that this role is getting all these characters with that, instead of like having these roles have produced the same amount of characters, so there's a lot more variety. The problem is this game has a lack of variety when it comes to role usage. I believe that Marvel Rivals should definitely stop producing DPS characters. As of me as recording this video, season 8.5 has not dropped yet, and I don't know what Cyclops gonna be. It could hopefully be a tank, but most likely be a DPS, so it's gonna make another DPS character. So it's really stupid. I feel like they should definitely lessen down the DPS characters and focus more on tanks and strategists, or make some of the characters have those, you know, like bring these characters in, which will be great. The second problem I have with this game is that boring team ups. Now, when the game first launched, there was a lot of cool team ups in Marvel Rivals. You have your infinite ammo with rocket. You have the gamma charge, which is the oldest one but it's been gone. You have the overshield for the fantastic. You know, just like a good example of good team ups. Nowadays, the team ups are just basically extra maneuvers for the kit. It's basically moves and abilities that the character should have. Let me give you guys a good example of it. The Iron Man and Ultron team up. If you have Ultron and Iron Man in the same team, Ultron will name himself an extra move, which is basically a healing beam. Now, tell me if I'm wrong, but he's a strategist, and that move should be in his kit immediately from the beginning. Which I feel like is really dumb that they lock it behind a team up. Another one that locked behind a team up is the Namor and Hela team up, when Namor tried to just like summons, you know, water from the ground to splash hit and like have AoE damage and all that. Why we need Hela for this? That should be a move already on his kit. And another issue I have with these team ups are that it's just an extra button. There's no like, earn rate. You need to earn these team ups. Well, these team ups are just an extra maneuver for characters that should already have. Because I believe Ultron should already have that beam part of his kit instead of a team up. I think Namor's upper splash attack should be part of his maneuver. But nope, it's part of a team, which makes 0 sense. Like, if you look at the team ups back in the first 2 seasons and look at the team ups now, there is a huge difference between the team ups. And I feel like, to me, the team ups should have an earn rate. they should earn, and the players should earn the ability to do these, use these team ups instead of an extra attack they do. So you incentivize players. Heck, if you play good, you are worthy for this team up. As well for the anchor, because the anchor always have either an extra health boost for if you're a strategist, or an extra damage boost. I think the best thing you do if to get this damage boost, you have to get 5 kills in a row, or you have 5 kills. Oh, or you had to do a double KO. Have specific criteria to unlock the boost. Then that means the boost is warranted. It felt worth it, instead of like, having that as part of the kit. I believe would have been a lot better. For example, oh, you need to heal this certain amount. You need to have 20,000 heals or 10,000 heals. Like, you need to have 10k points of healing to get the boost. You get what I'm saying? Like, stuff like that would be freaking amazing. That would be freaking amazing in my opinion. That would incentivize people to play good and reward good gameplay with their boost. I think it would be a lot better if they actually do that. It would be much, much better. The third thing I hate about Marvel Rivals is that players don't use more than one role. How many times have you seen matches that people, all they play is one specific role and don't play other? This game is not a role queue game. The game itself incentivizes you play multi-roles. You need to play one strategist, one healer, and one DPS. But people, if you see their player, they only play one role. Like, you find people play only tanks, but honestly, let's be real, who plays tanks nowadays? People don't play tanks. People only play DPS, which is majority of the people nowadays. And people play strategists, but honestly, when it comes to strategists, all the people I see play strategists are Cloak and Dagger, Invis, and Gambit. That's it. That's all they play. They don't play Maria Luna to some extent. People need to really play and pick up multiple roles for different ways. Being good at 2 characters each role. For example, let's just say, being good with Thor for his melee, and if you want more of a defensive one, pick a Strange or a Mag. Either or. For DPS, let's just say I want a poking one, maybe a Psylocke or a Moon Knight, and maybe go and have, let's say, I need a hit scan one, for example, a Hela or a Punisher or a Star-Lord. You see, like, and with strategists, let's just say I'll pick like 2 strategists that are pretty good. Like, this is the thing about the game, is that people do not play multi-roles. In matches, when it required someone, when you look at the matches, you're saying, oh, you see 2 DPSs, don't automatically pick a 3rd DPS just because you're not confident to be a healer or a tank. Like, try yourself to do these things. The game literally gives you a training practice range. I will guarantee that majority of people don't even do that. I say the majority, not minority, but the majority of people don't do that. And make you practice every kind of character with every role and everything. Different situations. Literally, the rival devs, which are fucking awesome, they really give you a stage for you to practice with every character and every role. But no, all we have is a bunch of Spider-Mans and freaking Iron Fists and Cloak and Daggers and Invises and all that shit, just doing some random shit. So yeah, it's just really ridiculous. I find it stupid, and I feel like people should learn multiple roles. And the last thing I would say, the fourth thing about the community I hate about this community, and the fifth thing I hate about Marvel Rivals, and probably something that honestly a few people could agree, the community. This is one of those game franchises, like, look, I've encountered toxic people in the community everywhere I go. There's toxicity in everywhere. But this is a kind of a weird dilemma. I think, to me, the developers are amazing and the people who work behind the game are freaking awesome. and they're really, really good at listening to feedback and all that. But here's the issue: it's the community, the people. I can say this, and this is my honest opinion. Every role, like I would say the tank roles are one of the nicest people. It 9 times out of 10 tend to be the nicest and the most respectful people. You might find some dirty, toxic tank, but most of them are good. But people don't play that role at all. I don't know why, but people are too scared to play that role. I love playing tank, to be honest. DPS are the most egotistical and so self-centered that is pathetic. It's ridiculous. 9 times out of 10, a DPS player is a piece of crap behind the screen. And it's not really a lie, it's actually truth. They're really a bunch of pieces of shit. And really ridiculous at times. Strategists are the biggest crybabies. The strategists, I would say, they want to have the damage of a DPS, but the vitality and the durability of a tank. That's what they want. I didn't even know that's what they wanted. They want basically healers become final bosses, apparently. Even though the healer should be the weakest role in the game, but offers healing. That's like, a scrawny kid. That's like giving a scrawny kid a mega punch and have a lot of health compared to a guy that's built and has like less durability. Like, how the heck? Yeah, people complain about Hela, right? People complain about Hela. 2-tapping 275 HP character HP. Right? People complain about that. But why does a Luna Snow get 2 taps? That does not tell me that makes any sense. I know that Hela is basically hits like 1 hit of her maneuver, and the rest is just like 1 hit at a time. But with Luna Snow, it's basically 3 hits, like 3 basically hit for Snowflake. But still, it hits twice. I think, to me, it's very freaking dumb and it's very stupid. And this is just coming from me, because I think it's dumb and stupid that most of these people don't know what they wanted. They don't know. They say, oh, this character's too overpowered, or this character's too OP. Like, heck, just recently, with Devil Dinosaur came in the fray and dominating the freaking game and being, pretty fun character to play. Honestly, it's been a pretty fun character and have unique abilities. The pro players come in there and complaining and saying that, oh, he is too overpowered, oh, he's too strong, oh, he's too this, too that. Who the fuck cares about these pro players? These are the same motherfuckers who want to nerf every DPS but buff majority of the strategists. How about buff some of the tanks, to be honest? I think the DPS in their current state is doing very well, except for certain characters. All they need is nerf the strategist to the fucking ground, to be honest, because I feel like the strongest role in the game should be either a tank or a DPS. Strategist should not be the strongest. And I feel like it's fucking ridiculous that most of these people do. Like, the community is just a bunch of fucking crybaby bitches. They whine and complain every single goddamn time, and it's very frustrating for me as a player, playing the game, seeing this character, this healer getting buffed to hell, while a tank gets nerfed. How the heck can you tell me that a tank pool getting nerfed to the fucking ground, while Luna Snow getting buffs almost every fucking season, or Squirrel Girl get buffed every season? Or heck, like, a Cloak and Dagger doesn't get nerfs. Like, excuse me? What kind of bullshit is that? What kind of bullshit mentality is that? Like, I just don't understand with some of these people at times. It's really shitty. So yeah, the community is just a bunch of bullshit, and they just don't know what the fuck they want to do, to be honest, with some of these characters. So, like, not only that, the player base, they don't change. And I said this to a friend of mine, the best thing I could tell him is that it's the same, different season, same people. Even if we season 10, like by like second half of the year, it's gonna be the same thing. That's it. It's gonna be the same damn thing. Literally, it's frustrating. It's really, really frustrating that people don't get their heads. Yeah, I know there's a lot of new recurring new players, but come on, use the practice range, do something. By the way, like, I want to make that video way before making that video, and one of the points I had was the ult system. This ult system got, nerfed, which is by far one of the best things they did, is nerfing down the fucking ult, because the game was becoming an ult spam fest with some characters, not all, but some characters. Some people are ult merchants. My goodness me. So yeah, that's basically the things I hate about Marvel Rivals, and the things that I wish happens less. Honestly, when it comes to the community part, it's gotta stay the same, but the rest, I think there's gonna be some improvement. Hopefully get more tanks and healers into the team, because we need them. So yeah, that's it guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.